It's Nancy, the over 40 princess. You know, I really should do these things with the tiara on. I think I'm going to go out there and try to find a tiara. I think that's really, really important. Yep, tiara's important. Alright. Yeah, I just got out of the shower. Wet hair, makeup, disgusting face because I gave myself a facial. Thank goodness this particular camera is not that great. We are looking for a camera to do the videos with. So if you read this, see this, read this, see this, whatever. I'll put it in the sidebar too. Have any ideas about which camera would be a really good one to purchase without spending, you know, I can't afford a $500 camera. I can afford something $199 and lower, around in that area, up to $250. This is my birthday present, along with my tattoo, which hasn't happened yet. Sick kids. Tattoo a week from Friday. Besides, it needs a little more work, and when my other computer died, it took the tattoo with it. It's going into Sony tomorrow and still under warranty until Thursday, so pray that it's fixable. Because I'm gonna get my kid. At least we managed to get all the information off it, but you can't just transfer programs, and I've got two that are one-time load only. Magna Hoop. I'm gonna be calling you, crying desperately, so I can load you again. This is People's Style Watch. Yes, read it. There's this wonderful card in here with all these great makeup places you can go online for clothing and makeup cheap. But it also has something else. Cougars? Out. Instead, what's in is women in their 20s and upper 20s and 30s, because they have the same sexual experience that a cougar, meaning over 40, has. And yet, they're not old and wrinkly and ugly like the over 40 types are. In the same issue, they laud Demi Moore for being gorgeous, which she is. Doesn't look her age. Worked really hard not to look her age. But she also married Ashton Kutcher. So they are dissing the bulk of the population, which are people 45 and up. Remember, I'm the last year of the baby boom. While lauding a much smaller part of the population, because guess what they want? Even though they mentioned Demi Moore, and you don't ever see Sigourney Weaver in here, or Goldie Hawn, or any fabulous looking older woman, Joan Collins, still, to this day, Kate Jackson. I didn't even know where to go with any of this stuff, because these are great-looking women. Their demographic is really speaking to people like the Hillary Duff generation, when the people that have the money to buy the things are my generation and older. So instead of making it a broad category, they've narrowed themselves down. They're not the only magazine that does that. Marie Claire, Allure, Glamour, Cosmopolitan. Even Vogue, to an extent, speak to a very young audience about dresses, makeup, and clothing that young audience can't afford. Disposable income is one thing, but a 22-year-old woman, unless she's an heiress, is not going to be able to afford a $4,000 dress. Now, I can't afford a $4,000 dress, but people in my demographic are more likely to be able to afford a $4,000 dress or a $300 purse. Truthfully. instead of narrowing it to a 20 to early 30s readership, let's broaden it. I love Dove. Beauty's ageless, beauty's timeless. Beauty has a broad definition and everyone is beautiful. I get very tired of this. And when they say cougars, of course, they're just making a little joke. It's women in their 40s who, sleep with younger men. But it's not. It's women in their 40s and 50s who take care of themselves, who do their makeup, who do their hair. And they don't have to be sleeping with a 17, 18, 19, 25-year-old guy. That's not even what we're after. And for the most part, according to my friend in California in the OC, and who is a couple years under me and absolutely gorge, yes, fabulous, amazing body, face, hair, everything. Most of the dates where she's dating someone younger, they asked her out. She didn't encourage it. And I watched her in Las Vegas. There were these young 20-something guys just stalking her. She wasn't stalking them. And for that matter, men in their 40s routinely married down in age and intelligence. Sorry, girls, you're getting wisdom as you age. And we don't think anything about it. But if a woman does it, oh, she's a cougar! No, she's a cougar. My husband's 4.5 years younger than me. Doesn't exactly make me qualified for cougar status, but I was once asked if I was his mother. So I was 320 pounds. Awful moment in time. Awful. We were dressed as Raggedy Ann and Andy for Halloween, and I tripped and fell on the ice and broke the back of my skull, and I don't even want to go there. He asked me if I was his mother as I got in the ambulance. I was like, this is a nightmare. Not because I've been laying out on the ground in the cold and the ice for 20 minutes because my landlord turned on the sprinklers on October 31st to keep the kids off the grass, and it froze because they... All right. We think of age as an absolute. When you are 30, you are this. When you are 40, you are this. When you are 50, you are this. When you are 60, you are this. When you are 70, you are this. And when you're 80, you better be in a wheelchair. And that's got to change. People are living longer. We're making strides every single day to make people live longer. We've come more in the last 50 years. And yeah, we may be looking at a generation behind us that doesn't live as long as we do because they don't eat well. They don't exercise. So, people, Vogue, Glamour, Allure, Marie Claire. We're here, we're over 40, we read your stuff, and we look for your recommendations. And we count on you. We've got more magazine, but we want, excuse the pun, more than more. We want to feel vital, alive, and beautiful too. Don't denigrate us and lift us up in the same 12 pages. You wouldn't do that to your under 20 readership. This is Nancy. Bitch Fest is over. Go play with your makeup.